Introduction to Entrepreneurship starts like any other class, with an overview of the structure, methods, and assignments and assessment. Students are divided into teams with 4 to 5 members each, with a CEO, a CMO, a CFO, an HRO, and a COO. The class is run through social media and in-class group activities, Facebook, YouTube, Skype, an online diary, an online business model canvas, and pear trees for indexing information. The students are expected to adhere to professional standards in the submissions they make and to hit deadlines. They make presentations and teach each other what they have learned out of class, and they consult and get feedback from the instructor. Both midterm and final are performance assessment exercises where each member assesses the performance of other team members. Diaries are graded and content and quality of entries. Written reports are graded, and Facebook and YouTube postings are assessed by instructor and peers. This is a flipped classroom, and the main substantive lecture is delivered in video form. Steve Blank, a well-known entrepreneurship author, presents 5 hours and 10 videos, drawing on business model generation by Osterwalder and Penure and his own lean startup. And then, every week, there are at least 3, generally more assignments to complete, many of them graded. Here are the assignments for the first half of the course. The first week, the student establishes a Facebook page and upload a class picture. They also start online diaries and begin reading up on what it takes to start a company in Indonesia. The first couple of weeks focus on surveying the entrepreneurship world, both internationally and in Indonesia. They write about it in their diaries and discuss it in class. And they post team pictures and intro videos, team building, getting the teams involved in tasks that demand creativity, division labor, and coordination, and fun. And we talk about the challenges and the importance of entrepreneurship as well as its risks. Entrepreneurship has its enemies. Big businesses don't like their markets disrupted. Governments don't like technology, especially information technology they can't control. Financial firms grab the most talented and allocate capital in skewed ways that respond to dysfunctional tax policies and regulations. Cultures want conformity. Entrepreneurs disrupt the harmony and established order. Then the students ask themselves, if they have what it takes to be an entrepreneur. They read articles, take self-assessment tests, and write in their diaries. I was worried at this point. After initial postings, activity on Facebook had dried up. Students only posted in response to my assignments. Then suddenly this happened. The articles and the tests had gotten them communicating with each other on the Facebook page. A community had been created, and it's time to turn up the pressure. So I keep the pressure on, one assignment after another. It's time to work the business model canvas. In the next 3 weeks, the students watch 5 hours of Steve Blank's How to Build a Startup. And the students are learning a vocabulary, not the normal business vocabulary of market analysis, operational efficiency, and financial control, and personnel management, but a vocabulary focused on search and discovery. We learn about value proposition, customer archetypes, and gains and pains, painkillers, gain creators, customers in context, customer segments, and the customer development process of discovery, development, creation, and building. All this is done by developing hypotheses about our customers, testing them and changing them until we have it right. We study market types and what part of the market is really available to our business, and we hope we can come to a conclusion about product market fit, whether our value proposition really meets a need, does a job for our customers, or makes life less frustrating or painful. We look at customer relationships, how to get customers, keep them, and build them. We look at distribution channels, how our product gets to our customer. Then we look at revenue streams, what it is we are selling, an asset, a right to use, or are we market makers? Then we try to decide what we need to do and what partners we need to make this all happen. We look at the key activities that go into the production and delivery of our product. What risks are there in partnering? And we look at resources, physical, financial, human, and intellectual. We end up at costs, and we hope that costs do not exceed our projected revenues. If they do, we go back to change the business model. We back to the business model and change it. And finally, we look at metrics and that tell us if we are making progress in the development of a profitable business once the money is in play, product is being produced, and customers are responding. Students write every week in their diary. Entries are about learning from the videos from our group processes, about our understanding of the challenges and rewards of entrepreneurship, about the development of our business idea and how we test them by going out of the building and talking to people. I drill their knowledges on the entrepreneurship vocabulary. The CFO makes up a game to do the same. We work in project groups and define our ideas. During this time, they are thinking about a business idea. What problem, need can be satisfied that could be the basis of a business? A group posts a video, danger. A group posts a video that lists not just themes and ideas, but also narration verbatim from an award-winning video from 2010. What's going on? I'm thinking. Call the Academic Integrity Committee. Fail the seating students. Embarrass them in front of the whole school. But my cooler side prevails, and I posted my 2010 video on our Facebook page and wait for a response. 2 days later, the group asked to see me. It was not intended, they say. It was the pressure and work of time. I've replied that things don't just happen. They are intended. This is deliberate, not an accident of nature. So the next class, I put it to the students. I show the 2 videos and tell them they have to decide. They can do nothing. They can insist that the students drop the class and fail, or something in between. The video was remade and another video in the plagiarism was produced. Honesty, group solidarity, and responsibility were strengthened. Now it's time to get out of the building and meet customers. This is what it's all about. Entrepreneurship isn't done in a classroom, nor is it done in social media. Students put together papers, surveys, they create online questionnaires through surveymonkey.com and push them through Facebook. They interview in malls and shops where the customers are. In a week they get 124 responses, or 40, or 60. Are the students' business ideas viable? Is there a need being filled, a problem being solved, a pain being killed? How do the customers value the proposed product? How much will they pay? What would prevent them from putting their hands in their pocket? We can all have great ideas, but that never go anywhere, like another cake or coffee shop to compete in the crowded market, or another fashion business that will die as soon as the owner's attention wanders. It's about product market fit, and the only way for a student to understand that is for them to experience it. Do they interview and surveys prove the products are viable? That there's a product market fit? Do they ask the right questions? Did they frame their question in biased ways? Do they understand the complexities around the transactions they are proposing? The fact that all the groups proved their conjecture would indicate that they did not. We discussed the questionnaire, the interviews, and analyzed the strengths and weaknesses. Why are we doing this? Stop. Why are we doing this? Why assign all these group projects? Why make so much work for the students and for me? And this midterm exam? Why aren't the testing students' knowledge of the different kinds of entrepreneurships? How to start a business in Indonesia, how to lead a team, how to calculate a break-even point, or how to write a business plan. First, behavioral change is a function of frequent feedback. We've known this since the days of Watson and Skinner. Second, it's not about any kind of change. Courses in business schools are all about managing resources, finance, economics, operations, HRM, marketing, all focus on theories about various aspects of business organization, how to manage efficiently and effectively. They don't teach students how to organize. All these assignments push the students to organize. They can't all participate, take an equal part in every assignment. Who is better at what? How does the group allocate its human resources among its various projects? How is all this coordinated? Organizing anything is the same, whether an MNC or a student project. A task is defined, then is broken down, then subtasks are allocated to members of the organization. We plan, we coordinate, we control, and we work. We budget our time and resources, and we hit deadlines. That's why so much of the assessment is group-based, and there is so much of it. But why Facebook? Why YouTube? It's simple. Because entrepreneurship is about leadership and creativity. It's about mindset. It's about creating a team, getting commitment, fostering creativity, and collaboration. It's about making a connection where they don't perceive them, looking at the past in new ways, and seeing opportunities where others see problems. It's about trusting others and being worthy of trust in project groups. It is about experimentation and failure. For this to happen, what happens in class has to stay in class. If we want to change mindsets, we need to allow experimentation. But experimentation doesn't happen in public. In public, people keep to well-worn paths of conventional thinking and social conformity. So you can't access our Facebook page unless the whole class agrees. No friends, no parents, no faculty members are allowed in unless there is a unanimous agreement. And our YouTube postings are on a password-protected private channel. This is also why we deal with academic issues like plagiarism place amongst ourselves. But also, social media allow us to be in class all the time. there is no downtime. Social media are about being in constant contact and hence constantly thinking about projects, roles, behaviors. Social media keep the pressure on, keep students' minds in the game. I comment on students' postings, and more importantly, their classmates do. Social media fosters feedback, collaboration, and reciprocal teaching. So what's the idea at work here? It's simple. Entrepreneurship equals leadership plus business model plus organization. In this course, we build leadership through a collaborative, organized process of building a business model. It is about building creative challenges into a process that fosters reflection and change. Later, they will build an organization next semester.